So as you can see, it is another lovely day here in Cancun, Mexico. It's been raining for like 2 days straight. Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. It is Sunday, September 3rd. It is a new month and a new day and a new week, and I apologize for the low energy right now. I literally just woke up like half an hour ago. I haven't had my coffee yet, but I did want to film this because I got a question the other day on the channel, and it was, how do I calculate my macros, or how can you calculate your own macros? So since today is weigh-in day, I thought it'd be a good idea to tell you guys what I do and what you can do. So I already weighed in. It was not exactly what I had hoped for. But it is what it is, and remember, the scale is in everything. I actually lost half an inch on my waist this week, so that's good news, yay. So I already weighed in, and I'm gonna show you guys what I do, and then I'm gonna tell you what you can do if you don't want to pay for a service. Alright guys, so here we are at avatarnutrition.com. I am not fancy enough yet to know how to record myself as I'm doing things on the computer, if you know what I'm saying. You know how like people can screen grab and show you what they're doing as they're doing it. I haven't figured that out yet, and I wanted to just get this video up, so maybe in the future it will be all fancy, but for now it's just gonna be me holding the camera. So avatarnutrition.com is Avatar Nutrition is a company that was co-created by Lane Norton. It's Lane, Katie, and I think it's Mark Springer. You can research the company more if you are interested, but they created this website, which is basically an algorithm. So you put your numbers in and it spits numbers back out at you, and it's completely science-based. Your macros change with your progress, and it like adjusts to what you're doing. So it takes into account all the data that you put in, and even if it starts off with like your numbers aren't exactly on point, it eventually figures everything out. And yeah, so this is what I do. This service is $9.99 a month. I believe that's the cost. I joined towards the beginning, so maybe it might be more than that, and I'm still just grandfathered into that price, but it's somewhere, it's less than $15 a month for this service. And you get access to the website. You get you're part of a Facebook group, which is amazing. I love the Facebook group. You also have member resources here, so we have articles, videos, recipes. I've heard these recipes are amazing, and I always forget to use them, so I'm going to start actually creating some of these recipes so that you guys can see them. So they have a whole thing of recipes. The articles are amazing. I've read every single article on this website, so they're really super knowledgeable. Everything is based on facts and research. There's no BS, so that's why I really enjoy using this website and this product. So basically, on my check-in days, which are Sundays, you get to pick which day you want. There's different options. Right now, my setting is on fast fat loss because I'm trying to cut weight for the wedding that I'm going to be in, and I currently don't even fit in the dress. Well, actually, I haven't tried it on since I started this, but so that's why I'm on fast fat loss. But there are different settings, so you can do fat loss. You can do maintenance, which is just maintaining your weight, or you can do a reverse diet, which is what I was on beforehand. And you can also do a muscle gaining setting, which increases your weight and increases the amount of food that you eat so that you can gain muscle while you work out. So you can set your goal. You get your numbers here. You can set high and low days if you want. So some days, like let's say you know that your heavy leg days are on Tuesdays. You can adjust it so that Tuesdays you get more food to be able to push through that workout, and adjust the other days so that your macros are still in check. It tells you how much fiber you should have, carbs, fat, protein, what your total calories are, tells you what your current data is, your recent check-ins are over here to the side, and then you weigh in over here. So let's weigh in. Okay, so you click weigh in now. Now, here is where I'm going to stop for just a moment because I want to talk about weight. So last week I weighed in at 192.4. Before this week, I was just weighing in on, well, I weighed in every day on my own to keep track of myself, but I wasn't recording it anywhere. And then via the avatar group, someone told me about this little app over here, which I hope you guys can see. Happy Scale. So I downloaded this app, and this app you weigh in daily, and then it gives you an average. So I weighed in this morning. What's happening here? Okay, so you press this little button to add your new weight. So I weighed in this morning at 194.2, which obviously is not 192.4. So I was pretty upset this morning, but your weight fluctuates a lot, and it is what it is. So here we go. So my best was 192.4 and my average is 193.2. So starting from this point on, I'm going to use the average because, as I said, your weight changes and fluctuates daily. So I'm going to put in 193.2 on the website over here. Then it has body fat. If you already know your body fat percentage, you can just put it in there, but I use the body fat calculator that they provide. There are 3 options. You can use tape measure, 3-site caliper, or 7-site caliper. I use the tape measure. Sorry guys, so the camera turned off. It said it was overheating. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so as I was saying, I use the tape measure. So I already took my measurements this morning. My neck was 14 inches. My waist, as I said, I lost half an inch, so that was 37. And my hips stayed the same, 44. So now it says calculate body fat. My body fat is 43.2. So the next question down here, were you compliant with the previous week's macro targets? I was 100% compliant. Are you within 5 days of starting your period? No, I am not. At least I don't think I am. Let me check. And yes, I have an app for that as well. I'm pretty sure I'm not. No, I'm not. Okay. And then the last question is, would you like higher carbs and fat on certain days? And I say no for that all the time. So add check-in. All right, it says, Nadia, although you gained a little bit of weight over the past 7 days, you also managed to drop some body fat. However, the amount of fat you lost wasn't quite enough for the fast fat loss setting. Over a 7-day period, the system expects you to lose 2.3 pounds of weight in the form of fat. Based on your body fat percentage, you lost 1.2 pounds of fat. Since you fell somewhat short of your goal, we're going to apply a partial reduction to your macro targets, slightly reducing them for the upcoming week. So I'm going to close this and then I'm going to see what they did. All right, so now my new macros are 125 protein, 52 fat, 229 carbs, and actually my fiber amount dropped from 30 to 25. This is not bad, guys. I was expecting worse. So I'm actually pleasantly surprised. And it was pretty cool to see that it said that I lost 1.2 pounds of fat, even though the scale went up. So I'm actually really happy with this check-in. I'm pleasantly surprised. And I also want to mention that with Avatar Nutrition, you'll see here it says update or connect to My Macros Plus. So My Macros Plus is the app that I use to track what I eat and track my macros. Most people use MyFitnessPal, but I stopped using it because they started asking for a monthly fee or something, like an annual fee to adjust your macros the way that you want to, which I'm like, I'm not paying for that. So I use My Macros Plus. Some people like it, some people don't. This is what the app looks like. Oh God, it's not focusing. All right, there we are. This is what the app looks like, okay? In the top left corner, My Macros Plus. So I click on here, and you'll see that the numbers that they have on here automatically got updated on my app. And I literally just did this like 2 seconds ago. So there's no food added because on Sundays I wait to get my new macros before I plan my meals out. That's another pro tip. I like to plan out what I'm going to eat before the day begins, because then I know exactly what I'm going to eat and there's no chance of me going over. All right, so this is what I use personally to track my macros. So Avatar Nutrition does all the work for me, and the numbers change with my results. So that's what I like to do, and I don't mind paying for the service because it really helps me out. I am not a math nerd, nor do I care to be or like figure it out on my own. I have a goal of becoming a personal trainer, and even then, I highly doubt that I'm going to be doing my clients' numbers for them. I'll probably refer them to either Avatar or a free site, which I'm going to show you guys in a moment. So yeah, that's not my thing. I love just having someone else figure out the numbers and then just tell me what to do and I'll do it. So okay guys, so I had to take a break for a moment for 2 reasons. My camera was acting up again, and also I had to teach English for a few hours. So we are back now, and I wanted to give you guys a couple of options for free macro calculations. So Avatar Nutrition is a paid service, but you can figure out your macros for free on many websites, but I'm going to give you 2 that I recommend. So this was one of the first websites that I looked into and went on when I started flexible dieting and started tracking my macros. So this is ifitfitsyourmacros.com, IIFYM.com, okay? So this website will help you to figure out your macros, and they do it for free. You can start down here, click I'm a woman or I'm a man, figure out how old you are, your weight, your height, your goal weight, and then it's going to ask you about your lifestyle. How active are you? I am pretty sedentary because right now the only thing I do is I work from home and teach English. So I'm basically chilling on my bed most of the day, and then I go to the gym for a few hours. So my lifestyle right now is very sedentary. Before, when I was a waitress, I would have chosen either active or very active because I was on my feet for the majority of the day. So then you put in your workout duration. How many days a week do you exercise? I currently exercise 6 days a week. How intense is your exercise? I'm gonna pick difficult. Click next. I already have my stuff in here, but I'm gonna see if they'll let me put it in again. I've done this before, so we'll see what happens. Send to my email. Send my macros. Okay. So now it should be sending this to my email. There's your email with your macros in here, okay? So let's see what these have for me. So this generated 123 for protein, 71 for fat, and 263 for carbs, okay? So it's actually pretty similar to what Avatar did. The only difference is Avatar has been tracking my macros for literally at least 5 months. So Avatar knows my body and my weight fluctuation very intimately, and it makes adjustments based on that. This website is going to be more of a general evaluation, okay? So as you can see, the numbers are similar. And then with this, you're gonna kind of have to figure it out yourself. So like you'll try these numbers, see how it works, and see if you need to adjust it, okay? But as I said, the website gives you a lot of information. So let's go back to the website. A lot of information. So you can use all the resources on this website. There's different fitness calculators, all kinds of stuff on here, okay? So this website I recommend if you are someone who's interested in flexible dieting and tracking macros and you want more information and you have no idea where to start, this website is a great resource. Now, the other website that I recommend is KatieHearnFit.com. KatieHearnFit.com. Katie Hearn is a personal trainer and a fitness enthusiast. She is pretty well known. She's been featured on bodybuilding.com and in Train magazine. Okay, so she knows what she's doing. She has a really nice gym. She owns her own gym. I actually she's like one of my inspirations, I guess you could say, okay? And Katie has a macro tracker on her website. Macro calculator. This, again, is completely free, and you can use it to calculate your macros. So, again, you put in whether you're male or female, your age, your height, your weight, and then you can customize it down here however you'd like, how much protein you prefer. If you're someone who likes a lot of protein, you can be on the higher end. If you don't like a lot of protein, you can choose the lower end, etc., etc. So you guys get the gist of it. So you can play around with this however you'd like. This is just another option if you're looking for a free macro calculator. So KatieHearnFit.com, and you can play around with it, figure out your numbers, and you can use that as well. All right, so those are the 2 free calculators that I recommend. You can always, of course, just go to Google. If neither of those suit your needs, you can go to Google and type in macro calculator free. And you'll see here the first option is the website that I sent you to, but there are tons of other calculators available. So you guys can figure out your macros and start counting macros and hitting your goals. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for this video. I hope that you found the information useful. I will be sure to include the links to all the websites that I talked about in the description. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. It'll really help me to grow the channel. Also, if you're not subscribed already, please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.